Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to do some text for your text image project. So a few things you can do. First, you could just fill a document with text. So you would say File New when you're in Photoshop, and we do want to be picky about the size. Sorry, this is opening on my other screen over here. Because in the darkroom, our paper is 8 by 10. So I'm going to go ahead and just call this text demo. I'm start making a new document. It's 8 inches. I have this set on inches, and the height is 10. And you can change this if you want vertical or horizontal. You can go ahead and flip here. I'm just going to go for a vertical image. Resolution 300, create. All right, so I could go ahead and grab T for my type tool, and I could just click and I could start typing your text. Okay, you can type that. Control A is to select everything, so you can select everything. You could change the color, but for this project, you probably either want black or white. So if you want black, I have this set. I can also hit the little swap, and it will swap all my text to white. Now, I can't see white on white, but let's say you have a really dark background, and you're layering this with an image, you might need to know how to make white text. Okay, so that's how you would do it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go back. I'm just going to select all this text. I can also double click the T. That selects everything. And the color, I want to hit the little swap. Hit the black. There we go. All right, I can also, when I have this on a layer, let's say I want to duplicate any text. I can Control J to duplicate, Control T to transform. So let's say you have one word that's written and you want it a bunch of times. Control J, Control T. You can move your text around. Let's say when you made your text, it was either too big or too small. Okay, you can Control T. You can change the size, okay, like that. You can also double click the text, and you can see it highlights. If I'm just double clicking the T over here, I can go ahead and change my text to like a specific size. So that's really tiny. That's probably way too tiny. But if I know, like, okay, I want all of these to be like 16 point or 19 point, I can also choose that here. Okay, so that's another way, but I think it's even easier just if you're in Photoshop to say Control T and change your text like so. Okay, mine I have to hold Shift. I don't remember your Photoshop. You may or may not have to. I have just used Shift for like the past, I don't know, 20 years using Photoshop, 15 years, whatever. So I have mine set up slightly different than yours is. Okay, let's say you want to change the font, okay? Double click the T. Drop down here, there are some different types of font that are already here on your computer. Okay, so you can go through and see. You can also get more fonts. So to get more fonts, you can click right here. It says more fonts. Okay, more fonts. Oh, for some reason it's not opening. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to a tab in Google, and I'm going to open up, oops, where did my screen go? There it is. Fonts.adobe.com. Fonts.adobe.com. So if there is a different font I want to get, it might make you say sign in. All right. Sorry, my computer is very laggy. You can go through, maybe there's like a specific style of font that you want. Okay, you can look under recommendations. You can say browse all. See what's out there. Okay, maybe a cool typewriter font, something very digital looking. Maybe you want something very, handwritten. Maybe you want to go for a retro font, whatever. So you can look in Adobe. In Adobe, if you find something, let me go for let's see, view more. Maybe I want to do black letter, sure. Okay. If I want to do some font like so, I would say add family. And then I just need to know the name of this, Bradley, and it should be there when I go to Photoshop now. So Bradley, let me go ahead and see, where did my Photoshop go? Here's my Photoshop. All right, so I'm gonna highlight the text by double clicking, and let me see if I can find the Bradley. It should be in here. My computer is very laggy. We'll see if this even can handle the demo. Well, you should be able to find it and pull it up. I don't really want to risk my computer crashing, which it looks like it might. So I'm not going to change the font, but you should see that there in your list. Another thing you can use is 1001 free font. Okay, so there's another website that has a lot of font, 1001 free fonts, that I like to use. And I'll show you how to install this one. So let's say maybe I want to do some sort of typewriter font. They've got a whole category of typewriter fonts. Okay, so this is one I've already downloaded, but let's say I want, yeah, that would look kind of cool. Mom's typewriter. So take note of the name. You're going to go ahead and hit download. I think I hit it, download. All right, and then I'm going to go to my File Explorer menu. Okay, and I'm going to look here in my downloads, and there is the zip drive. So I need to double click it. Okay, and then I'm going to double click inside the TTF. And so I double clicked, it'll either say TTF or OTF, and then you're going to click install. All right, and let's see if I can find Mom's typewriter. So now I'm going to double click this text to highlight. It should be installed now. And again, hopefully this does not crash my computer. So we'll look for Mom's typewriter. Ugh. Okay, I'll just scroll and look for it myself. Oh no. Okay, my computer is clearly on the verge of dying. So again, you would see it, it should pop up in your list. If you have the name of it, it will pop up. I'm sorry, I can't show you that. All right, so as you're doing your text, sometimes you might want to just do your text separate, but other times you might want to get your picture in there so you can actually arrange things around. So you can open your picture. All right, so in this case, we opened the picture and we added some text on top. So you can either do it on top of your image, or let's say you've already started your text and then you decided, oh, I want to move my image in here so I know where stuff is. You can do it moving it over the other direction as well. So Control A to select everything, Control C to copy. I'm going to go back to this. Don't crash. Okay, and then Control V to paste. All right, if I needed to change the size, Control T. Okay, but in this case, it is the right size, so I'm not going to resize it. I'm just going to hit no. If you needed to change the size, you could. And then you can see I can't see my text. Why? Because the picture is covering it. So I can go ahead and drag this down. And now I can see my text here. And again, Control T to move stuff around. Now that I have this here, okay, maybe I want to have some text here. And maybe I want to have some text here. And so on and so forth. Maybe I do want some of it overlapping. Now, let's say you want to change the opacity or do some things that are a little, where maybe I'm blending things a little bit. I can change my opacity of my layers down as well. Okay, so this is a lower opacity, Control J, Control T. You can also, oopsies, you can rotate it too. Didn't mean to. I can also change my blend mode. So there's normal, and there's all these different ways that it will blend with your image. Just having used this a lot, I know that multiply will work. Okay, and it's not looking too different, but that's another method for getting some transparency in there. So you can definitely do this slider here as well. And then don't forget, now that I have my picture here, maybe I decided, oh, actually I want white text instead. So I can double click that. Here's my color. I'm going to choose the white and say, okay. This is on multiply, so it's not going to show up. There we go. So double click the T. I changed my mind, and I want white text for everything. All right, so on and so forth. All right, so that's how you can create some text for your images for this project.